something that's, morally, spiritually, correct. It's not, something that is, negative or wrong to go after. It's gotta be something that's a worthwhile, morally, positive thing, I believe.
Okay, all
Just to
right.
clarify that point.
Yes, well, that's what you believe, right? And so what's the operative word, meaning what's the most important word of what he said about success? He said it a few times.
Continuing.
What?
Continuing.
Continuing, not the destination, but continuing in the process, correct? That's
Yeah.
very key. Okay, who else? Rachel?
As you were asking the question, I was thinking, knowing or discovering my purpose and fulfilling it. So God has a purpose.
Okay,
And I can be doing something, but it's not God's perfect will for me. But knowing His perfect will and fulfilling that purpose would be success for me.
okay, good. All right, anybody else?
I think just to piggyback on what he said was not only positive, but it has to be meaningful. I think if things aren't meaningful to us, I don't think a lot of times, you can be successful sometimes, but is it meaningful and fulfilling to you? And so I think that those are attributes that it needs to have in addition to being positive. And I also think in being successful, we need to know when to maybe stop and maybe turn into another direction. I think because sometimes, we've heard about the spaceships going to the moon. Every now and then they need to adjust the direction because
Right, even just a little
it'll
bit.
get off. So I think success also means knowing when to make those turns and having it be meaningful to you as well.
Okay. Now, how would you measure success? So two different things. What it means to you and how would you say you would measure it then? Who has not gotten on board yet? I know you have to think about it for a minute, that's okay. Marissa,
I would say if you're meeting your goals.
if you're meeting your goals, okay, good. Yep. Any other thoughts on measuring it? And then I think that's really a good answer for that. Steve, did you have a thought?
Just tracking it, tracking your progress.
Okay, so tracking it, meeting your goals, sure, because it has to be measurable, to know that you've achieved it. At the same time, it is a meaningful thing that we're going for here, especially as Christians. To me, success means fulfilling God's purpose for my life, just as we heard Rachel mention. And it's what He asks me to do with my life, not necessarily what I think I want to do with my life, that is very key to what I consider to be success. And not as the world tries to tell me success is, but what is it that God's showing me to do? And as long as I'm doing that in faith, I'm pleasing Him. And my goal is to please God at all costs, which sometimes it's costly and scary to do that. But if you do it in faith, He comes through and it pleases Him that you're willing to do whatever He says. That could be anything. I was thinking about this today. If God wanted me to go to Africa and live in a hut with no running water, unaccustomed to how I live and like to live, no plumbing, but go there because He said, I want you to go there to, minister to these people. Or maybe I don't even know why I'm going, but He just says, go. To me, that would be being successful because I trusted and I went, I followed Him. The point is, it doesn't really matter the outcome, the destination, you were saying? It doesn't matter the outcome. If you do what God tells you to do, He's responsible for the increase. It's our job just to obey and do it. that should take a little pressure off of you in terms of, you know, a lot of us are thinking, I'm gonna do this new thing, I wanna try this thing, and what if it doesn't succeed? I know that we